Welcome to the GameChanger 00100 show. I'm your host, GameChanger. All right, I'm gonna make this a quick one because got to get to movie night. So,
Yo,
all right, hold on. Let me stop that for a second. All right, so uh, how can I say this? I seen on a show where they were talking about that. They were talking about that senator who was twerking and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And somebody was like, they can't help it, or that's their mating call, or something like that. And I'm like, no, no. Here's the thing. The reason why it's not a mating call is several. For one, a mating call is what men do. Mating calls is like a lion roaring or a bonobo, not a bonobo, but a gibbon, making a gibbon noise and stuff like that, or a frog ribbiting from miles away. It's something that you can hear from a large distance. So the women can know that, oh, there is a man around and he has a penis. So I am going to go to that penis because I have an ovulating egg. Is something like that. I can't think of the species where the female has to call for penis. I can't think of a mammal species that does that. Like having titties or whatever your species has, whatever those six things a dog has, on them that milks, having the ability to give birth. Let's put it like that. Having the ability to give birth is a mating call for women. It is the men that have to do extra stuff. It is the men that have to make the call. How do men make the call? Well, it's various ways. Many would say that falls under the category of game. Game is most certainly a form of mating calls. You won't get any argument with me on that. Twerking is not a mating call. What it is an attention call. It's something that's meant to be something that can't ignored when society generally wants to ignore you. Make no mistake, for the most part, the B dub and perhaps even the BM, but to a far lesser extent, society would much rather ignore them. They would like to talk to them as little as possible. They would like to deal with them the least amount as possible. And if you are part of the gender that thrives on attention and validation, like you feed off of it, and you're not getting it the conventional way. In fact, the only time you get attention is sexual attention. Then what do? You sexualize yourself, but not because you're looking for a mate. If you want to look for a mate, you just walk up and you say, "Hey, you want some pussy?" And somebody, typically a dude with low standards, will say, and I'm talking about the senator here. I'm talking about the senator. Will say, "Why, yes, yes, I do want some pussy." And then they say, well, "Okay, well, here you go." That's really the only mating call that you need. Twerking is, I want some attention. Look at me. Look at me. It's kind of like when a child cries or, somebody who just has a flashy anything. And it's also a way to get like kind of like a beauty fix when you don't get one the regular way. And what's the regular way, fellas? What's the regular modern way to get a I am a valid woman? Well, it's through Instagram. It's through Instagram, it's through Twitter, it's through many of the other means that men have to see beautiful woman and to give them a thumbs up. You go on a Twitter feed and it even comes up on my YouTube. This like Bangy Shorts thing comes up on my YouTube. I'm like, oh, this is a attractive woman. Let me click on this. And then she here, let me give you an example. Let me show you exactly what I mean. I'm gonna make this short, but I'm gonna show you exactly what I mean about how to get attention that way. Hold on, because it's always there under my YouTube shorts. So I'm pretty sure if I go there now, it's going to be something worth looking at. Like right now. Hold on. Unless I'm unlucky and like the one time I need it and it's not there, but it's there every other time I log in to the homepage. All right. So, all right, shit. Damn, yeah. So I am that unlucky because it is not here. All right. That is something that does happen like we expected. So I'm gonna just, oh, wait a minute. Here it is. Here it is. Well, it's here, but it's no sexy ones. She's not hot. Oh, that's a different page. All right. So the shorts area is here, but that's not. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put in the search field. And by the way, by twerking, I'm talking about like public twerking. I'm not really talking about online twerking, where stuff like that generally is supposed to belong. Okay, so let me show this dude's page. All right, so typically when they want attention, they do stuff like this. And they get attention because of those. And sexy about the lips, and yeah, nice about the thighs, and slim about the waist, and slim about the waist, and slim about the waist. That is very important. That is all they have to do. How many clicks they got? How many thumbs up and shit they got? I don't know. A lot of them motherfuckers. So you see, now here's the thing. When you go online, when a woman goes online, she is competing for the clicks and likes and the validation of millions of other women. And some women don't compete. Like men will see their picture and not click on it, even with their best filtering and photoshops. So what do? They twerk in random places right in front of you. They do it in a place that you can't be ignored. Like okay, he can't ignore me here. I can't be ignored here. He could choose whether or not to click on me here, but a man has to see me wobbling my ass randomly in front of him. Does it mean I want to mate with anybody in the vicinity? Very likely not. What it means is that I want the attention that women get just from taking pictures online. Yeah, like in the gas station line, you know, they try to make it an ass station line. But even then, fellas aren't really paying attention to that. This is California, bitch. I'm paying attention to the gas prices when I'm at the gas station. I'm trying to make sure. There was a time where if I accidentally hit premium, and trust me, that's an accident. That's an accident if I hit premium. And it wasn't a big deal. That time is gone. If I hit premium and I fill up, I am pissed. I am pissed. I'm trying to make sure that I ain't hitting premium. I am not thinking about your ass unless you look like the chicks that I just seen. Unless you look like one of them chicks, I am not trying to. And even still, see, here's the thing. Here's what I'm getting at. The only women that twerk are the ones that have to. They have to twerk. Like Aisha Curry said, women want that feeling. They want that feeling of walking into a room and having heads turn. But not every woman get that. So they make your head turn. Even if you're turning to say, why is she acting like that? Like, like even if you're turning your head to say, I mean, it's kind of like, what's it called? Like a rhinoceros fucking. Like when something is extraordinarily out of place, you turn in curiosity. You don't really turn because you're not turning in intrigue, you're turning in curiosity. But you see, that is the only way they get to feel temporarily like the women that get the clicks and views like that. That is the only way. Here, I'll give you an example of what I'm talking about. Give you an example of what I'm talking about. Of who don't have to twerk in public. Damn dogs. I'm gonna get some soundproofing for the room. This is somebody who don't have to talk in public or twerk in public. This is Sunpie. Let me see her video. Bathtub life. All right, let's see what this is about. Yep. See how she's not twerking and she got shit on her nose? She don't have to do 15,000. I guess now 15,435 people watch. She don't have to twerk and shit. She don't have to do the extra shit in public to be seen. When she walks around, she is seen. And this is not my YouTube crush. She is seen. She's seen on YouTube. She's seen pretty much on any social media platform that she goes on. But see, some women, a lot of B-dubs, and I'm going to say this in closing, a lot of B-dubs twerk to be visible. I repeat, a lot of B-dubs twerk to be visible. It's the only way they can be seen is if they twerk. They actually have to make an ass of themselves, literally, in order for people to notice them. And so many Black women are behaving this way that people are starting to think that it's a mating call. It is not. It's a cry for attention. And I disagree with doing this with kids, but what do you do when adults cry for attention? You ignore them. You ignore them. If they twerk in front of you in a grocery store, you just walk past them. If they twerk in front of the Raisin Bran and you want some Raisin Bran, then you say, "Excuse me, miss, when you're done making an ass of yourself, you mind passing the Raisin Bran?" You don't have to give attention to somebody who's making an ass of themselves. Literally. You don't. If she's in the gas station twerking, then just pump and dump. Shout out to Ramil. And by pump and dump, I mean pump your gas and leave her ass. That's what I mean. Because let's face it, it's not the ridiculously attractive chicks. It's not even like the modestly attractive chicks. This senator is not hot. It's not the modestly attractive chicks that are out twerking for attention. They get it regardless. They get it regardless. They don't need to bend over and shake it for somebody to look at their ass. You see an attractive woman and she got yoga pants on and you look and it's like, oh shit. Yeah, that's a French cut underneath there. That is French cut. And she just walking. She just walking, minding her own damn business. You don't need to twerk. It's not the attractive women doing it. It's the unattractive women doing it so they can feel like attractive women. Because that is the only way you'll look at their ass. Is if they wobble it in front of you. So with that, I got to start movie night. So I'd like to thank everybody for showing up. Go ahead and come over to movie night if you can. Let me see. Yeah, there's a Zoom link for that. And yeah, there's GameChanger 00100. Game over. Peace.